Alright, so let's get you started with a quick warm-up. Usual setup with your feet, middle toe in line with the knees and in line with the hips. So we want to just roll the shoulders back and down, have a nice long neck, and just start by looking over the right shoulder to the centre and to the left. So just going to keep glancing all the way over the shoulder. So go around as far as you feel comfortable to go. And one more right to left. Remember to breathe nice and deeply, so inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth, going into a shoulder roll now. So while you're taking those deep breaths, try and tighten the pelvic floor as you breathe in, and a slight contraction through the abdominals as you breathe out. So really big circle here with those shoulders. So remember to squeeze the shoulder blades together and press really down and away, so you're feeling that neck, that stretch into the neck. Let's go around 2 more times. And 1 more. And relaxing your fingers at the side. Okay, I'm just going to take you into a tuck in the chin and just gently roll from right to left. And once again, getting into the neck, glancing over the shoulder as you go. So going to go again, right to left. And once more, right to left. And then back into the centre. So getting into toy soldier now, we'll just go into a normal one for this video. So squeezing the shoulder blades together and really open up the chest with this one. So try and lift the rib cage if you can. Keeping the hips and legs really still, but drawing those shoulders back, squeezing those shoulder blades together as deeply as you can. So let's go 2 more times with that. And again, 1 more here. And back into centre. So shoulders rolling back and down, getting you into a neck stretch now. So look directly forward, lowering the ear to the right shoulder, tucking the chin in, adding that left shoulder roll to the back, fingertips into the lower back, pulling the arms slightly across. If you can just tuck your chin in a little bit more, and then draw the shoulder back if you feel comfortable enough to take that stretch a little bit deeper. Once again, breathing deeply. So let's come back to the centre. So looking directly forward, left ear to left shoulder. And here we go, tuck the chin in. And then rolling the right shoulder back, fingertips into your spine, lower back, and then just pulling across with the fingertips. Tucking the chin in a little bit more, drawing the shoulder back and pressing the shoulder back down a bit further. And coming back into the centre. Okay, so let's take you into your roll down next. So tucking the chin in, and we're going to go down 1 vertebra at a time, ragdoll arms, shoulders falling forward, really deep breathing as you go down with this one. So legs are fairly straight. You can straighten them a little bit more, but just be careful you don't lock them out really straight. And we're taking a stretch through the hamstrings by straightening the legs a little bit more. Arms are really dropping down, breathing deeply at the bottom. Every time you breathe out, you're trying to go a little bit deeper. And when you're ready, taking a deep breath in. Exhale, coming up nice and slowly, 1 vertebra at a time. And then chin to chest as you slowly curl up. Really nice. Let's do a shoulder roll to the back. Float the arms to the ceiling. We're going to bend you to the right. So your hips are staying solid at the moment. Bending to the left. Staying in the centre, extending back now. So head in line with spine, clenching the buttocks, arching your back. All the way back as far as you feel comfortable to go. Back to the centre. Arms are lowering down. Chin tucks in, second roll down. Here we go. So really let those arms drop. Breathing into your upper back. Feeling those tummy muscles. Try and tighten those tummy muscles as you take that breath out and drop down towards the feet. Breathing deeply. So every time you're breathing out, you're going to try and drop a little bit deeper. Keep drawing the belly to the spine. Taking a deep breath in. Exhale as you're coming up nice and slowly again. So 1 vertebra at a time. And then slowly curling up, chin to chest. Head pops up, shoulders roll back and down again. Floating up again second time with a bend to the right. So we're going to bend right. Now pushing the hips slightly to the left if you feel okay with that. arms are parallel between the shoulders, and then hands parallel between the shoulders rather. Pushing over to the left now, pushing the hips to the right. Second extension back, so clenching the buttocks, arching all the way back. Head in line with spine. Big bend through, back to centre. Once more bending right, hips pushing left. Once more bending left, hips pushing right. So want to just get your spine manoeuvred a little bit more now. We need to do some twisting on the spine. So if you can just bring your feet into sort of mermaid, but it's Pilates stance. So heels together, toes turned out, clenching the thighs, clenching the buttocks, trying to think of your hips as two headlights directly forward, so you're not going to let those hips move if you can help it. So we first of all are going to bring your arms directly forward. The hands are going to be in line. I'll just turn sideways for this. Hands are in line with the shoulders, so you can see that my arms are parallel with my shoulders. So we're going to twist over to the right, bow and arrow back, glancing over the shoulder, back to the centre, bow and arrow to the left. So once again, glancing over your shoulder. Try to keep those hips forward if you can. I need you to really feel this in your waist and in your back. Again, let's go here, one more to the left. And I'm going to get you to bring your arms directly to a 90-degree angle. Draw the shoulders back and down. Rotating to the right, hips stay solid again. Back to the centre, rotating to the left. Hips stay really still. Really want to try and twist through your back and your waist with this one. And one more right. And one more left. And back to centre. So just need to do a little bit of balancing with you now. So we'll do a nice gentle one, which is just called a foot brush. So we're just going to take you to brush the floor with your foot, going from front to back. So you're going to go sort of diagonally across from corner to corner with this one. Let's go 2 more times. We'll add a little squat today to this. And one more. Coming to centre. Floating your arms forward, squatting down, back in, coming back up again. One more time. Dropping down and up. And back to centre. Foot brush on the left now. So here we go. Just get your balance. Brushing from corner to corner. Shoulders relaxed and arms just relaxed at the side of the body. So try not to tense into your shoulders or your neck. Here we go, just 2 more times with that. And one more. And back into the centre. Okay, so just going to get you down on the floor now. So we'll get working into your tummy to start us off. So seated position. Feet are a comfortable distance away from your bottom. Shoulders rolling back and down. Holding onto the backs of the legs. Slightly tucking in with the chin. Try not to tense the shoulders. So remember, shoulders are down and away. We're going to go into a half roll down. So inhale as you lower. Exhale, contract the belly as you come up. And you're going to surround that spine as you go down. And exhale as you come up. So you're inhaling as you lower. Slightly rounded spine. Exhale as you come up. Remember, really tighten those abdominals as you're breathing out, as you're coming up. Here we go. One more, then we're going to let go of the legs. Checking that your knees are still in line with your hips and also the feet. So here we go. Let's let go now. Shoulders back and down. Off we go. Halfway down. Contract the belly as you come up. And again. Really tighten those abdominals as you come up. Here we go, going to the bottom, hold at your halfway point, floating both arms to the ceiling. You should feel your abdominals tightening here. Back to the centre and coming up. Try and relax your legs. I know it's difficult. Legs really relaxed, floating the arms up. And again, let's go again. So going halfway down. Both arms float up, extending the right leg out, lowering down, extending the left leg out. Keep breathing, keep those abs tight. Arms come forward and up. Let's do that one more time if we can manage it. So all halfway down, both arms float to the ceiling, right leg extends out, back to the floor, left leg extends out. Keep those abdominals really tight, and arms come forward and come all the way up to seated. Okay, well done. Let's get you down on your back. Giving those hip flexors a little bit of a rest, because your tops of your legs do work really hard when you're doing that. half roll down. So we'll take you into a bridge on the next one. Doing my best to stay on the screen, but I don't move the phone in case it turns the camera sideways on. So old people and technology, eh? I'll never get on YouTube. So feet are hip width apart, knees also hip width apart, shoulders rolling back and down. So you all know this one really well. It's a nice pelvic tilt, and as we do that we start to peel the back one vertebrae at a time off the mat. You're coming all the way up onto your shoulders, and exhale as you come all the way back down. So if you're going really slowly with this, always remember, I always say this, to keep breathing in between. So pelvic floor tightens as you lift, hollow out the belly. Inhale at some point going up, contract the belly as you come down, and exhale at some point coming down. So we're just going to do a couple more of those bridges, trying to really get through your spine, really taking each bone and trying to separate those vertebrae as much as you can. And let's work you a little bit harder now as you come up. So coming all the way up to the top. Okay, we're going to walk the feet in, so you're balancing on the balls of the feet. We're going to lift those hips really high now. Press those knees together. I get you to float your arms up to the ceiling, so you've got a little bit less stability. All you're going to do now, clench the buttocks and squeeze those inner thighs really tightly. Here we go, 8 squeezes. It's going to go 8. Push the hips up. 7, 6, 5. Don't let the knees come apart. 4, 3, 2. Hold it. Squeeze everything tightly. We're going to do 8 more lifts with the hips. Are you ready? Squeezing the buttocks, squeezing the thighs. Here we go. 8, 7, 6. Don't let your knees come apart. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Separate the knees, lower the arms, all the way back down to the mat. Feet are flat on the floor again. So we'll go into another abdominal one. So let's bring you up into tabletop, so everybody knows this one really well. So wriggling all the way up as high as you can possibly get. Head is really high, and it will drop down a little bit, but try your best with this one. So we're going to take you into one that I call a clamshell. So hands are going to be here at the back of the head and neck. You've got to make sure you don't pull on that head and neck. Let's just keep the upper body really still, but squeeze those knees in and out. So remember, you've got a slight lift with the tailbone. Exhale as you pull the abdominals really tightly. Legs moving in. Here we go, exhale, pull together. Now we're going to add the upper body with this without pulling on the head. Elbows and knees are squeezing together now. Exhale, pull through. And again. Pulling in and holding in little tiny pulses for 3, 2, 1, dropping back. Let's try that again. 3, 2, 1 and back. Again, 3, 2, 1. We've got one more to go. Squeeze 3, 2, 1 and relax to the mat. And head pops back down. So we're going to go into another bridge now. So let's come back up here with the bridge. So once again, feet are hip width apart. Knees are also hip width apart. Shoulders are back and down. Let's take you all the way up to that bridge. So you're going to tip those hips, come all the way to the top of the bridge. We've got the right leg extending directly up to the ceiling, and also the left arm. Okay, so today we're going to do one vertical drop, so the arm and leg drop down and up, and one to the side, so a horizontal. If your hip hurts to go horizontally, just keep staying with that vertical move here. Okay, let's go again. So inhaling down, exhale back, inhale out, exhaling. Trying to keep those hips as level as you can. Here we go, 2 more to go. And then final one. Really nice. Coming back to the top with that leg. Arm stays here. Right arm floats up as well. This is going to be a balance challenge. Just going to circle that right leg, small circles for 4, 3, hips are still level, 2 and 1, change direction, 4, 3, should be wobbling, 2, 1, place that right foot down, come back down, everything comes back down to the mat. Your left thigh and buttock's going to need a stretch, so you've got the left knee tucking into the chest and extending that left leg out. So you're feeling a really nice deep stretch through the hamstring here. Okay, so before we go to the other side, let's get into another abdominal one. So we're coming all the way up to, once again, to tabletop. And we're going to take you into the bicycle. So hands at the back of the head and neck. It doesn't matter which leg comes in. I'm going to get you moving all the way through this move. So as far out as you can take that leg. Here we go, twisting through and twisting through. As high as you can come. Make sure you're not pulling on your head. I'm going to count you down and you're going to hold one of those legs out. It doesn't matter which one, but we'll keep moving you through with a great big twist. Let's go 3, 2, hold that straight leg out, 4 lifts on the straight leg, 4. Exhale up, inhale down, 3, 2, 1, hold it out, bicycle again, it's 3, 2, the other leg should be out now, lift and hold that 4 times, it's 4, 3, 2, 1, hold it out, bicycle, 3, 2, other leg out again, 4 lifts, 4, 3, try not to pull on your head, exhale up, 2, 1, extend it through, twist, 3, 2, hold the other leg out, 4 lifts, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to twist for 8. 8, twist 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest to the mat. Well done. Okay, so we've got your other bridge we need to do, so let's get set up for that. Remember, shoulders back and down, feet hip width apart. We've got a pelvic tilt, we're lifting you all the way up to the top of your bridge. Hips are nice and level. We're trying to keep those hips once again really still, so try not to let the hip lower on the leg that you're not working. Oh, sorry, the leg that you are working. So left leg directly up into the ceiling, right arm, here we go, we've got a vertical drop, inhale down, exhale up, and a horizontal drop. So 1 inhale down and up, out and in, and again vertical, horizontal. Make sure you're breathing deeply to brace those abdominals, don't let your back take over. You don't want to have backache with this one. If you're getting really tired, take a break. Here we go, 3 more, 3, 2, good, 1 more, hold at the top, float the left arm up as well. Here we go, we're going to circle that left leg around 4 times, 4, you'll find one side easier than the other, 3, 2, hips staying level and still, 1, change direction for 4, 3, try and balance, 2, breathe, 1, well done, leg drops down, all the way back down to the mat. You're going to bring that right knee into the chest, that's going to need a deep stretch, and extend that right leg out. Okay, well done. So we're going to go into another one for your tummy. Okay, so this time legs are straight. Any issues with your back, remember to bend your knees for this one. And this one is called a scissor. So there are 2 versions of it. One version is you lift the head up as high as you can. You're going to grab one leg and change as you pull in. So you're trying to get yourself closer to the knee. Every time you pull the leg in, you're trying to lift the upper body closer, and you would exhale here, exhale here. Now, if you do get neck ache with this one, then one hand at the back to support the head and neck, and then you're just grabbing with the other leg that comes in, or the hand that comes in, and you're trying, once again, you're trying to lift as high as you can. So whichever version works for you. 4 more. 3, 2, 1, and relax it down. Well done. Okay, I'm going to pop you over onto your front for a sec. So we're going to try and come into a Superman move now. Okay, so we're going to be on all fours for this one. I don't know if I'll get very well on the screen, but I'll try my best with this one. So here we are, we're on all fours, hands are under the shoulders, and usual hips are over the knees. So we've got the right knee lifting slightly off the mat, left hand floats just above, and the left arm lengthens out. So always remember, if your wrists really hurt, then drop down onto the elbows, and you can just take the leg out instead. So you've got a really straight body line here, right knee lifts slightly up and lengthens away all the way to the back. So you've got a really strong line with the arm and the leg, and you're going to shift your body weight slightly forward now. Breathing nice and deep. You should be trembling, head is in line with the spine, your leg and arm are as straight as they'll go. We're going to sweep in and out 4 times. Inhale in, exhale out. Here we go, 3, 2, hold at your furthest point, moving towards the corner of your mat, in and out 4 times. Inhale in, inhale out, rather, exhale in. Here's 2, and 3, and 1 more. Coming in, sweeping 1 in, and rotating to the corner. So we're going to do 1 of each. Here we go, inhale in, exhale out, inhale to your corner, exhale back, 2 more, and 1 more. Coming back to your centre line, really long arm and leg here. We're going to circle that leg 4 times around. It goes 4, 3, 2, 1, change direction, 4, 3, 2, 1, bring it all the way in. Well done. Sit over your feet and inch the fingers forward. So we want to come to the left with both hands about 45 degrees, and then just lift your hips up and drop your right hip just slightly down towards the floor. Still taking advantage of those deep breaths, so you get a little bit of a deeper stretch, and then coming back to a little bit of a seated position here. So we need to get you down on your tummy for a back exercise next. So let's get you down on your tummy, all the way down on all 4, all the way down onto the tummy, and we'll go into the square because everybody knows this one really well. So 90 degrees at the side of the body, head looks directly at your mat. We're going to bring the feet together, clench the buttocks, and we're going to lift the chest, the arms and the legs off the mat. So here we go. You're going to exhale as you lift today and inhale as you lower. Really smooth. So I'm going to add a little bit on the upper back with this one. So let's lift everything to the top. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, back to your centre line and lower down. And again, it's a lift, squeeze, centre and drop 2 more times. And lift, squeeze and lower 1 more time. And lift, squeeze and drop all the way back down. Well done. Okay, so let's pop you back up again. And get you set up for your other Superman. So remember, if you need to go down onto the elbows rather, then that's fine to do that. Any real bad issues with your knees, then obviously remember you can go down onto the side and do some side leg raises, and the leg line can be the same. Okay, so here we go. Remember, hands under the shoulders, hips over the knees, nice long neck. Try not to hunch the shoulders. So the left knee lifts slightly off the mat, your right hand floats just above, Your right arm lengthens against your right ear, and then your left leg lengthens all the way back. So you've got a really long body line here. So shifting the body weight slightly forward so you can feel that tremble more in the abdominals. You feel the tummy tightening more. And here we go. Inhaling in, sweeping in, exhaling out. And again, inhale in and exhale out. 2 more. And 1 more. Holding out at your furthest point. Moving to the corner of your mat. Again, inhale out, exhale back in. Try not to let the right hip move with it. That hip need to stay really still. And 1 more. Let's do 1 of each again. So sweeping in, inhale in, and exhale out. Move to your corner. And again, inhale in, exhale out. Moving to the corner and back. And 2 more sets. And 1 more. Holding straight out with the arm and leg. So circling the leg around 4 times. It's 4, 3, 2, 1. Changing direction for 4, 3, 2, 1. And bring everything in. Sitting over your feet. Inching your fingers forward. Both hands moving this time to the right about 45 degrees, and your hips are going to push over to the left. So head drops down between the arms. Breathing nice and deeply. Remember that deep breathing all the time. And then coming back just up onto your knees. So the next one we need to do is your plank. So we'll get that one done now. We'll go down onto the elbows and the belly, and then we'll work through a 1-minute plank if you want to do that. If you get really tired, take a break. Okay, so down we come. So I can't get myself all on the screen, but you'll know this one really well anyway. So straight down onto the belly. The elbows are going to come in below the shoulders. Checking that your elbows aren't winging out, so elbows directly below the shoulders. We'll overlap the hands for a little bit more support. We'll just start off coming into half plank by just pushing into the feet, but just lifting the belly off the mat. So just the knees are down on the mat at the moment. Okay, so if you want to come up to a full plank, get ready and lift your knees up. Right. Now up you go. So holding on to the belly really tightly. Make sure your back's not sagging. Breathing nice and deeply. So remember, if your back starts to ache, then you need to drop back down onto the knees. Go back into your half plank. Try and keep the belly really pulled up tightly. Keep those abdominals braced as best you can. Just be careful, and once again, that your back's not sagging. If you get really tired, if your back starts to ache, remember you've got to go back down onto those knees. That's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 minute. Well done. Okay, so let's get you for your next one, which really good for your back, is your swan dive. So we'll take a little back stretch before we do the swan dive. So if you can just drop your forehead onto your hands, which are overlapped. Do a gentle back stretch by tipping the hips forward and pressing the hips into the mat, and then rocking back. And just doing that once more, and then rocking back. Good. So as I say, swan dive next. Elbows coming in below the shoulders. Same setup as you did for your plank, but your hands are directly in line with the elbows now, so you don't need to overlap them. So head is really low. So start off here. Bringing the feet together so you feel your toes touch. Clenching your buttocks. And then pressing all the way through. So you want to really try and lift the chest, shoulders away from your ears, buttocks tightly clenched for this one. And then we're going to lower down, relax the buttocks as you go down, clench them as you come up. And then all the way back down. So that's the one to carry on with, as you know, if your back's a bit delicate. If not, we're going to go into a full extension for your spine. So the hands are going to come sort of level with the forehead towards the edge of the mat. Legs and backside are relaxed on this one. We push all the way up. So really nice long neck with this one. So try not to let your head drop down between your shoulders, and lower down. Let's do 4 of these today. Here's number 1, here's number 2. So we're going to move this one down a little bit quicker, so coming all the way down. Breathing nice and deeply, backside and legs relaxed. Here's the 3rd one. Last one we're going to hold a bit longer, so all the way down, all the way up. Let's hold this one a little bit longer now. Push through the hands, straighten through the arms. Nice long neck. It's 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly all the way back down. Take a little rest. Okay, we're just going to do a quick back exercise for the lower part of your back. So for this one, the hands are overlapping. Forehead on your hands. You're going to bring your feet about hip width apart. Point those toes, pencil straight legs. Clench the buttocks and both legs lifting at the same time. So you're just going to keep moving up and down with those legs. So really straight legs if you can. Buttocks clenched tightly. 4 more. And 3, 2. Last one holds for 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax all the way back down. Well done. Coming all the way up onto all fours for your usual cat stretch now. So remember, hands under the shoulders, hips over the knees. Here we go. We're going to really arch that back, pull the belly to the spine, push those shoulders down and away. Breathing deeply again and flatten. And again, all the way up. Belly pulls really tightly here. Pushing those shoulders down, belly pulling right the way up. Then flatten the back. We're going to head your bottom towards your feet. Not very far, so I want you to just do a little bit of a lower back stretch. So just going to drop you slightly back. Okay, and then tilt the pelvis under again. So you should feel a nice stretch in the lower back. And then flatten the back, come back to centre line, nice straight back. One more cat stretch all the way up. And then flatten your back. Nice flat back. We're going to sit on your feet and then inch both fingers forward. Both hands forward, fingers inching forward, and your arms are and your hands are level in line with your shoulders. And then we're going to press the elbows down towards the mat. So you feel a bit of a stretch in the upper back with that one. Use your breathing as well with this to feel that stretch a bit deeper. Breathing really deeply. Okay, and then coming all the way back in. So we're going to get you down the side of your mat now. So lining up with your mat. Okay. So if you need to just pause this at any point, just pause it, because I seem to be getting through it pretty quickly. It might not be a full hour that I can get done on this today. So, you know, that's how we'll see how we go. So lining all the way up with your mat. So head is on the arm. Feet are really flexed with this one. So the feet are pointing directly forward. Okay, so make sure the feet are really flexed. You can't really see my feet on this video. So hips are stacked. The top hip is directly above the lower hip. Remember, you're in line with your mat. Legs are really straight. Starting by just floating this arm directly to the ceiling. Head is on your arm. Hips are stacked, as I say, and both legs are going to lift off the mat. So we're going to move the top leg up and down. We're going to exhale up, inhale down. So really trying to balance with this one. Okay, now I'm going to get you to try and skim your waist slightly away from the mat. So just slightly try and lift that waist slightly up. Both legs are as high as, well, the lower leg is as high as it will go, and the top leg is moving away from it. So breathe in really deeply here. Exhale up as the leg lifts, and inhale down. Hips are stacked, waist is skimmed off the mat. It's really hard to keep that waist skimmed away. Just 2 more, and 1 more, and everything drops down into the mat. Okay, so your head pops into your hand. If you feel uncomfortable in the shoulder, you know, just going back down here is fine. But we're going to move both feet to the front corner of your mat. Okay, so your bottom is still towards the back of the mat. Both feet have gone to the front corner of your mat. Okay, so you can either put your hands here for balance, see how you feel, or you can just have your hand just floating here, or whatever you want to do with that. So it's just called 3-point, this one. So the top leg lifts all the way up, points to the floor in front of the other foot, comes all the way to the top and drops to the back. So it's just a 3-point move, coming up to the ceiling, back down to the floor at the back. I'm just going to keep moving up and down with that one. So really legs nice and straight here. So whatever you want to do with your hand, it should feel this in your hip and bottom. So really let that leg go. And again, let's go 1 more forward and back. And then you're going to take the leg directly to the ceiling, leave your toes pointed and draw a circle with your foot for 4, 3, 2, 1, change direction for 4, 3, 2 and 1. Flex the foot now. I'm going to pull the heel to the bottom, not the knee to the chest. Hamstring pull, here we go. Tuck in for 8. Try and, as if you're pressing through mud, really push through. And here we go, 6 and 5. It's a deliberate push. 4, 3, 2, 1 and drop all the way back down. Okay, you're going to get you to come back down the edge of your mat again. So once again, lining up with your mat. Your head pops down on your arm. We want to think about the legs being really, really straight. This arm comes overhead now, and we're going to lift both legs at the same time. So here we go. The legs are joined together, both legs lifting at the same time. And exhale as you lift, and inhale as you lower. So I'm not going to get you to skim your waist off the mat with this one, because I'm going to get you to try and lift your head up in a moment. But just keep the legs going for a moment, joining the legs together. Exhaling up, inhaling down. And then as you lift your legs, we're going to sweep and reach towards the feet. But try not to look towards the feet because you may twist your body. Here we go. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. And inhale, lower. 4 more to go. 3, 2, lift as high as you can. The last one, we're going to hold it as high as you can go with those legs, as high as you can go with your head, and you're going to scissor your feet for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax it back down. Well done. Okay, so we'll finish off with another one with the feet at the front of the mat. So moving the feet back to the front of the mat this time. Okay, and we're going to pop you up onto your elbow, roll your back onto one buttock. Okay, and we're going to lift both feet off the mat. I'm just going to move up for this one a little bit. So with the feet at the front of the mat, we've rolled onto one buttock. We're going to lift both feet off the mat, float this arm up to the ceiling. Okay, so just going to lift the top leg up and down, reach into your toe. So try and keep the neck away from the shoulder Getting this lower arm as comfortable as you can. Exhale as you lift. Okay, if you're okay with that, you can try both feet. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Okay, so popping straight over to the side. And here we go. So remember, you're laying all the way down the edge of your mat. Hips are stacked. Okay, and head is right down on the arm with this one. So we started off with the feet flexed. This arm came up to the top, and we lift both legs off the mat, and the top leg moves out and in. So exhale up, inhale down. All right, you ready? We're going to skim that waist away from the mat again. It's going to make it a little bit harder. Keep breathing deeply. Waist skimmed away from the mat, legs as high as they'll go. Top leg moving away from the lower leg. Keep that waist as lifted as high as you can. So you're skimming it up off the mat, legs as high as you can, rather waist skimming off the mat. 2 more, and 1 more, and rest all the way down. Okay, well done. Head pops into your hand. So remember, your feet are going to move to the front of your mat. You still got your hip down on the floor with this one. Toes really pointed. This is your 3 points. So whatever you want to do with this hand is fine. Here we go. So lifting the leg, dropping to the front, lifting the leg, and dropping to the back. So it's 3 points. That's why it's called 3 points. Pointing to the top, pointing to the back, and then pointing to the front. So you want to let your leg really stretch with this one if you feel okay, but try not to let the hip roll forward or back. You're trying to keep this hip bone here in the same position if you can. So the leg is moving away from the limb is moving away without the hip rolling. Okay, so we're going to go again. Breathing deeply, 1 more forward and back. Okay, and then after the back one, it's all the way to the top. We're going to draw a circle with that foot for 4, 3, 2, 1. Change direction for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Flex the foot, hamstring pull, heel to bottom. Here we go. It's 8, and press. 7, 6, 5, and 4, 3, 2, 1 more, and take a break back down. Well done. Feet moving back down to the edge of the mat. Head comes back down on your arm. Here we go with that double leg lift. So the arm comes overhead. You're going to keep really tighten those legs, point your toes, both legs lifting together on this one. Exhale up, inhale down. Don't worry about skimming the waist off the mat with this one. It's a really big lift, as high as it will go. And you exhale as you lift, inhale as you lower, legs as high as you can. Point those toes, really straight legs. And after this one, we're going to add the lift. So let's lift and reach to the feet. Remember, you're still looking all directly forward with this one. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. And inhale, lower. Really big lift, really big reach, looking directly forward, so you're not looking at your feet. You don't want you to twist your body. 2 to go. And 1 more. Holding the last one. Lift the legs as high as they'll go. Separate your feet. Scissor your legs. Here we go. It's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax it all the way down. Well done. All right, moving your feet back to the front of the mat, and we need to get you up on the elbow for this one. So this is quite intense on the shoulder. So it's really important that you get this arm in a comfortable position for you. But by rolling back on your bottom, it should take the pressure more out of the shoulder. So here we go. We're going to get your hips nice and covered. Also going to roll onto one buttock. So you're balancing here. You maybe need to draw this arm a little bit in. Balance on one buttock. Both legs lift off the mat. This arm comes to the ceiling. Neck away from your shoulder. First is the top leg and the arm. Here we go. Lifting low for 4, 3, 2. No, I think we did more than 4. Let's do 4 more. And 4, 3. Still can't count. 2. And then you've got both legs together. Here we go. Both legs. Lift 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Well done. Okay, so it's time to do some stretching. All right, so let's get you down on your back. So we'll see how we go for time. Let's get you down, straight down on your back, and we're going to start with the A stretch. So most of you know this one really well. I'm sure most of you will know it really well by now. One of my favourite stretches. So just checking that you're in the centre of your mat. Okay, and the feet and knees are going to come hip width apart. So knees are hip width apart, feet are also hip width apart at the moment. Your arms are stretching out to the side of your body. Just your feet slide to the edge of your mat. Okay, and in your own time, we're going to rock to the right with the knees. Let your hip roll with it. Come back to centre. Rock to the left with the knees. So I want you to let the hips really open up with this one. And let that top hip roll along as you go over. So you're really letting the hips really open and the movement going on really deep with those legs. So try and relax as you go with this. Let's go right to left. And as we go to the right, we're going to hold it on the right side. Hips are relaxed, legs relaxed as much as you can. The left arm comes against your left ear, inching the fingers away. Bringing your right hand across your body, grabbing a hold of your rib cage and just pulling that side up to your armpit. So really breathing deeply here with this one. So fill your lungs with air, feel those ribs expand. 2 more breaths. And then relax with your arms back to the side. Okay, good. Let's move to the left now. So let your hips drop to the left. And then you're going to let the legs and the hips relax, bringing your right arm against your right ear, inching your fingers away. And bringing your left hand across your body and just pulling that rib cage towards your armpit. So actually pulling here as deeply as you can, stretching all the way through. And then we're just going to get you to bring your knees, tuck the knees into the chest. Just grabbing the knees in and just doing a little rock, just from side to side. And try and relax as you rock those legs. Still breathing really deeply, get your breath working for you. And let's get into the hips and buttock now. So the feet are dropping onto the mat, feet and knees hip width apart. Arms relaxed down the side of the body. And the right foot crosses over the left, where the left knee is. Okay, and we can reach through here and grab a hold of this left leg if you want to. So you're going to pull that left leg in. Both hands are grabbing at the back of the left leg and you pull the knees into the chest as deeply as you can. And then the right elbow should be resting on the inner thigh. So let's just press into that elbow. Press the elbow into the inner thigh rather and turn the knee out slightly. Pull the knees closer in now. Breathing deeply, and then we're going to rock you to the right. Both legs rock to the right back, just 2 or 3 inches. You should feel this a lot deeper. Sorry, to the left. Both the knees drop to the left and pull a bit deeper in. So keep pulling the knee, pressing the elbow in, and you've dropped to the left about 2 or 3 inches. And let's take that leg, changing legs, so left leg crossing over the right. Here we go, grabbing the right leg in, pulling it all the way into the chest. Breathing deeply again and pressing the elbow into the inner thigh. Pull, pull, pull. We're going to rock to the right and pull a little bit deeper. So you should be really feeling that stretch just by adding that little rock to that. So keep pressing the elbow in and pulling the knee as close to you as you can. And then take the feet back down. I want to do another hamstring stretch with you. So the right knee tucks into the chest and we extend that right leg out. So you're stretching all the way through the back of the leg here. So just gently pull through. The leg will relax and then you can pull it a little bit more. So breathing nice and deeply here. And changing legs, so left knee tucks into the chest. We extend that left leg out. Stretching as deeply as you feel you can with that one. And then we're going to extend the right leg straight to the ceiling. So just start with a little circle on the ankle first. So circling through the ankle and change direction. It's going to stretch down the outer part of your leg. So the foot is directly above the hip. Turn the big toe in. Move your leg to the left. Try to keep this right hip down on the mat so you don't want to roll the hips. So I need you to feel this all the way down the outer part of your leg. And place that right foot down. Extending the left leg straight up in the air. Here we go, circling the ankle. And change direction. And then turn the big toe down, moving the leg to the right. So you feel that go all the way through the outer hip, from the ankle to the hip. So remember to keep the left hip down on the mat, or your buttock, try not to roll the buttock through with this one, and then place that foot down. Okay, so just want to roll onto the side and stretch through the front of the leg today. So laying down the edge of your mat again, so line up with your mat, bend the lower leg for balance, lower leg bends for balance. I'm just going to move up a little bit. So both legs are down the edge of the mat, lower leg bends for balance. If you can, you're going to tuck the top heel into your bottom, and then you're going to push the hips slightly forward and then move that top leg backwards. So you really feel that stretch through the thigh. So keep pulling back if you can, pressing the hip forward and then release that there. Okay, let's go straight to the other side. So we want to go, remember you're lying down the edge of your mat again, so line straight down the edge of the mat, line your body up with the edge of the mat again, bend the lower leg for balance so that gives you a little bit more support. Then the top leg, we're tucking the heel into the bottom and just pulling through here. Start off by pressing the hip forward, so the hip pushes forward and then the leg pulls to the back. So keep pulling back, pushing the hip forward to get a nice stretch in the hip flex with that one, and back into the centre. Okay, so just want to do a bit of a stretch through the upper back, and this is a really nice one to do. So we're on all fours for this one, and we're going to lift the left hand off the mat, thread it underneath the right arm. As you do that, lower down to the mat. So your elbow touches the floor, then your hand, and then your forehead. Okay, so the left side of forehead is on the mat. Right hand is in front of you here. Push into that right hand so that that right shoulder rotates back. Should feel this all in the left shoulder blade. Breathing deeply. Use your breath to help you stretch more. And then we're coming back on all fours. And then the right hand lifts off the mat, threads underneath, the elbow touches the floor, then the hand, and if you can, lower your forehead down onto the mat as well. Your left hand should be in front of your face there, so push into that left hand, rotate that left shoulder back. Feel that really deep stretch in the right shoulder. And coming back up. So the next one I'm going to do is a stretch for the chest. Okay, so this one, you're going to bring your arms really wide for this one. So the hands are, I'll probably go this way around for this one. So here's, imagine your mat is here. You're going to put your hands right to the edge of the mat, really far forward. And we're going to, rather than drop the bottom to the feet, we drop the chest to the mat. So chest drops to the mat. And then if you want to, you can inch your fingers further forward. Chest drops down a little bit more. You should feel a deep stretch right up near the armpits with this one. Breathe deeply and slide your hands back in. Okay, so we're going to make our way up to standing. So let's get you standing up now. Okay, I think we're about right for time, probably a few minutes before the hour, but we'll leave it at that for today. So let's take a wide stance on your mat, stretching into your waist today. So reaching over with the right arm, bending all the way through. Try and bring your arm as close to your ear as you can. Lift the rib cage here and stretch all the way down your side. And then back to the centre. Let's reach over the other way. So you've got a really big stretch, and remember to separate those ribs, stretch all the way down your side, breathing nice and deeply. Okay, so when we're ready, keep your head up so you don't go dizzy. Here we go, take a nice deep breath into the ceiling, exhale down, one more time, exhale away, bring your hands forward, well done. Thank you very much, and I'll see you when I get back.